What's up, guys? Here we are again for another live stream Wednesday night. And I want to know first and foremost, how's everybody doing? I'm doing pretty good. I've had a rough week at work so far, but it's all good. We're going to make it. We're going to make it through this week together. Just making sure that my connection is strong because the other day I streamed for an hour and I was offline for half of it. Super depressing. That was rough. That one hurt. Is strong. So, like I said, how's everybody doing? I hope you all are doing fantastic. But yeah, we got a pretty good set of things that we want to do during this live. It's gonna be cool. We're gonna open up a mini tin that contains a Chaos Rising and a Perfect Order. We're gonna open 2 packs Chaos Rising. I'm gonna talk to you guys about what I'm watching and where I'm at and what I think so far. And we're gonna talk about a anime quote of the day, and we're gonna reflect on it a little bit. It's gonna be kind of like an anime quote reflection. So, without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna jump in. Sorry, I'm gonna jump in first. I want to tell you guys about what I'm watching. If you've been at the last few lives, you guys know that I'm watching uh, Classroom of the Elite, and so far I think it's pretty good. Uh, I am so basically it's a high school that has it's for the most elite kids in Japan. The government, it's like a uh funded by the government. And basically in the school it's very different from a regular school. Everything is for sale, everything is negotiations, bargaining, anything can be purchased in the school with points, but you gain points based on your class's performance, but they don't disclose that at the beginning, so it's a whole rigmarole at the start of the show where everybody's spending their points because they get an exuberant amount right at the beginning, not thinking, or they're spending their points thinking that they're going to get that many every month, and it doesn't work out. But anyways, where I'm at is I'm basically it's summer break, and they all get on a cruise ship, and they're thinking that the school's taking them on a luxury cruise vacation, tropical vacation on an island, the whole spiel. They think they're going to a resort, but really it's a test. So the first test is like a survival test on an island, and when they finish the test, they think they're done, but when they get back on the boat, it's a whole nother test, right? So basically, the first test, like I said, survival on an island. They get points. With the points, they can purchase things. They can gain points or lose points. If somebody gets taken out of the game, they can lose points on their team. If so they get cards, right? And the leader that they choose holds the card, and they have to find a spot, claim the spot with the card, and the longer they maintain control of the spot, the more points they get. And you have to try to so they're split into teams, class A, B, C, and D. Obviously D is like the low performer class, the rejects class, and the classes are more elite, going in reverse alphabetical order, A being the most elite. And all the classes are in teams on the island. And like I said, the leader has a card, and they have to claim a spot with the card and continually be claiming the spot. So what happens is what will determine the winner or loser of the game is who has the most points. And the fastest way, or at the end, what can gain you or lose you the most points is if you're able to guess other classes' leaders, and if the other classes are able to guess your leader. and I'm not gonna give any away like what happens, but really good. And now they're back on. So the game ends. The class who wins is not the class you think is gonna win. The class that comes in last is not the class you think is gonna come in last. But I'm not gonna give that away. They get back on the cruise ship. They think it's all done, and they're going, back to the mainland, and that they're just gonna relax on the cruise ship until they get there. Nope, another test. So I'm right at the beginning of the second test, and I'm very interested in seeing what happens. Uh, the main character, I forget his name now. Now I have to Google it because uh, I'm only at like maybe 10 episodes in, and sometimes it takes me a little bit of time to remember people's names. Yeah, Ayano Koji is his name. He, I still don't know what his deal is. It seems like he grew up in like some sort of like institution where they're like raising kids to be weapons or something, or I'm not sure yet. We haven't reached that level of disclosure yet, but I don't know what his deal is, but he's definitely special. Uh he's definitely got something going on, right? He's not just a normal kid. And the school, the teacher, kind of like alludes to the fact that she knows that he's not normal. Some people already know that he's not just a normal high school kid, but we still don't know what it is. Supposedly, there's some people that don't want him in the school, and it may be his family, his father. And so basically, right now, he's just trying to advance to Class A because you can overtake classes depending on your performance. Um, because if not, they're going to expel him from the school by force, right? So, but he's like very nonchalant. He's very like manipulating everything from the shadows. Even the teachers and like the higher ups and the powers that be in the show, I feel like he's manipulating them. Like he's still pulling the puppet strings even though he doesn't seem like he is. Now, I thought he was making friends and things like that, and I thought he was starting to like some of the people in his class, but he's very like emotionless. And just when I was like, hey, I think he's a pretty nice guy. He's helping people. I think he's trying to become friends, right, with his classmates. Um, he's like talking to himself and like some inner monologue and talking about how like all the people around him, he's not friends with any of them. They're just tools for him to reach his goals and things like that. So Iono Koji, I still can't read that guy. I still don't know what's up with him. If you've seen the show like in its entirety of what's out and a little bit more, don't tell me. But that's where I'm at, and like I said, I'm still trying to figure this guy out. If you watched Classroom of the Elite, let me know what you guys think about it. Let me know if you enjoyed it without spoiling anything. Let me know if it gets crazy because I'm very interested um, in knowing where it goes. Anyways, in other news, what I did want to talk about is in my last stream, I did mention that I mean, if you've been following the stream, you know that that I collect Pokemon cards, um, and I'm on a quest to collect all the cards that I had when I was a kid. So basically, that's all the base set uh, Pokemon cards. Um, because of the situation that we're in, I've never really been able to get anything at retail cost, and I'm spending lots and like I spend a lot of money on Pokemon cards at market price and packs and things like that at market price. Um, I've wanted to get into another TCG that doesn't have the same scalping issue, right? Uh, so that I could, enjoy collecting cards without having to like either just go without anything to open, or, spend all my money. And I talked to you guys and I was like, hey, should I do Magic the Gathering? Should I do Yu-Gi-Oh? One Piece, but One Piece probably has the same scalping issue. Dragon Ball, or like what I should collect. And some people said that the Bandai Dragon Ball cards are very valuable. I did think about that, but they're not very easy to find. Uh, so a lot of you guys also suggested Yu-Gi-Oh, so I decided to go with Yu-Gi-Oh. And yeah, I have been opening some Yu-Gi-Oh packs, and I have gotten some cool stuff. I think I'll show you guys, and let me know if you guys want me to open Yu-Gi-Oh on live. Obviously it's much more sustainable than Pokemon right now, considering the prices. So these are some things that I pulled, and I gotta say that I'm absolutely in love with the way the cards look. I think they're super cool. Not that the Pokemon cards aren't cool, but uh, the the full arts and the art SIRs and things like that in Pokemon are beautiful. But I just really think that these cards are all beautiful. They're like really, really, really well designed cards. Let me know if if you agree. But I love these things. They're gorgeous. Oh, last one. Mm. Sorry about the glare, guys. They're already in penny sleeves, but let me know if any of that was good. Like I said, I don't really know anything about Yu-Gi-Oh yet. I'm just getting into it. I'm learning about it right now, as I go. But let me know if you guys if any of that was good. And I do have one more over here that I want to show you guys. This is just freaking hilarious. Um, Chibi Exodia. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and oh, it's microphone. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and open this mini tin. Is the microphone taking the focus away? All right, I'm gonna open up this mini tin, and we're gonna see if we can pull something. I believe this mini tin has a Chaos Rising and a Perfect Order. Super cool. It comes with that also in a sticker that I'm gonna put on my laptop, and the two packs. Yep, it's a Chaos Rising and a Perfect Order. If anybody's interested, here's the code card. So we're starting with Chaos Rising. If you guys have been watching the stream from the beginning, uh, you guys know that I haven't had a very good hit rate with Chaos Rising. We're like 40, no, 50. This is going to be pack 56 or 57. I'm gonna start counting, guys, so we can get an accurate. Um, but I think this is pack number 57 with really nothing of substance. Let's go, gold Greninja. Come on, man. Okay, okay, we'll take it. Mega Pyroar EX. It's been rough, guys. Chaos Rising has not been treating me very well. It's fine. It is what it is. Let's scan this real quick. I use a Foil Snap. I don't know if it's the best app. You guys let me know, but basically, it's I scan the cards and it gives me. It's supposed to give you the market price, and it keeps all your cards organized in in the app itself. You can sort them high to low, most recently pulled, vice, etc. Right? It's just a card organizing app. Uh, yeah, Mega Pyroar EX. Right now, market price on this card is 48 cents. Fantastic. Fantastic. Into the bulk drawer. The bulk drawer is absolutely jam packed. I don't know how much more fits in there. Um, all right, let's go. Let's go perfect order. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. My hit rate with perfect order is probably just as bad as Chaos Rising. I'm gonna say it's any better because it is not. Ghastly. Snorlax. Snorlax is like my spirit animal, guys, and Psyduck is my son's. Hey, okay. I think we got something decent. We're gonna scan this right now, but this might be the best card that I've gotten from. Okay, $1.71 market price on this one. But it's a cool looking card, so I'm happy with it. into the book drawer. This is insane. All right, well, you see this stack? There's the entire drawer is full of them. It's probably like 15 stacks of that size. It's like 15 stacks of that size. I realize now that I'm far from the mic. Anyways, so and before we go and open some Chaos Rising, a couple more packs of Chaos Rising, I want to talk about and reflect on an anime quote that I think is important, right? Thought provoking, right? Uh, and I know a lot of you guys are big fans of Full Metal Alchemist, as am I. Love Full Metal Alchemist, really. Um, so humankind cannot gain anything without first giving something in return. To obtain something of equal value must be lost. That is alchemy's first law of equivalent exchange. Now, can we think of anywhere in life where that is extremely relevant? I'll tell you first of all, um, that quote, if you really think about it, it does apply to most things, right? Let's start with simple things and then we'll work our way to a more complex idea, right? So the law of equivalent exchange, for something to be gained, basically what it's saying is for something to be gained, something must be lost. Okay. Let's say you go to a grocery store and you buy a box of cereal. It's $2. To gain that box of cereal, you got to lose the $2, right? So that's a simple way of thinking about it, but it does get much more complex than that. When you think about it, and this is why it's true, but it shouldn't, but it's true, but it's difficult to accept, right? So we're going to get really philosophical for a second here. Life is finite. You only have a certain amount of time before you pass away and you're no longer here on this earth in this existence in this reality. So everything that we consume essentially costs money, right? The roof over our heads, the Wi-Fi that I'm using to stream with you guys, these Pokemon cards that I open, food, water, electricity, everything, clothes on our back, everything. And the way that we gain money is essentially by selling our time, which is finite, to an entity that in exchange gives us money. So everything we consume, we can say we're exchanging little pieces of our life for. So if I open a booster pack of Chaos Rising, I could say, I could think of it as, I bought some booster packs of Chaos Rising. Or I could say, I exchanged 15 minutes of my life for that booster pack of Chaos Rising. And when you start thinking of it like that, you realize to to gain something, you got to lose something, right? So the quote is very relevant, but is it equivalent exchange? Because is exchanging little bits of your life really worth all those things? Should it be that way? I'm, yes, everybody has to work, everybody has to contribute and do things, but maybe it's Maybe the reflection is just because it it makes me reflect more because of the price of Pokemon products, obviously because of the scalper issue that we have. But when you think about it, when you think about it, you're like, hey, are all these things that I consume on a daily basis, when you think about all the things, there's some, yes, maybe that you could say they're worth it. But are there some things that you purchase with the money that you exchange your life for worth it? It's a it's thought provoking. I mean, I don't know. It depends how much joy does that thing bring you? Do you need it? And is it really equivalent? So I agree. You always to gain something, you need to give something. You have to lose something because it's an exchange. To gain something, you need to give something. And I would, I'm still gonna exchange little bits of my life to buy certain things, regardless of if it's equivalent or not. But I guess that's where I'm getting at. Is it equivalent? I'd say if life is finite, it's not equivalent. Nothing is more valuable than life, than your time. So you have to just kind of accept that the things that you're going to purchase with the money that you exchanged little bits of your life for are not equal to those little bits of your life, but you still need those things, so you're still going to do the exchange. Let me know what you guys think about that. Like, drop some chats or leave some comments on the video. But I guess at the end of the day, that's what I wanted to get at. The law of equivalent exchange, like we see in the quote from Full Metal Alchemist. Um, it applies in real life. It's 100% applicable to the lives we live. The thing I don't agree with is the equivalency of the exchange, because I don't think anything is more valuable than life. So although you have to exchange life for money and then money for items, the exchange always has to happen, but it's the equivalency that I don't see. Okay. So I mean, I have to accept that that booster pack of Chaos Rising cost 10 or 15 minutes of my life in labor, in work that I won't get back. I'm still going to get it, but I don't think it's an equivalent exchange. It's just an exchange that I agreed to. Food for thought, guys. Drop some comments and let me know what you guys think. So now that we got a little depressed, got a little philosophical, touched on our more own mortalities, uh, let's open two more packs of Chaos Rising, right? Right after I tell you guys about how it's not an equivalent exchange, but I love Pokemon and trading cards, so even if it's not equivalent, it's still gonna happen, right? It'd be a little more equivalent if I could get a freaking gold Greninja. Is that too much to freaking ask for? Jeez, dude. Pack number like 57 and 58 of Chaos Rising, nothing. I got a better hit today from freaking Perfect Order. So the pack that I'm gonna open now, this one, is actually the last pack of a 36 pack booster box. Is it 36 or 34? I don't know. It might be 36. This is the last pack of a whole booster box that I purchased. And if I don't get anything in this pack, that means that I got nothing in the entire booster box. But hey, what is it that the cool kids say these days? Last pack magic. Let's see. This is our last chance for this entire booster box. Hey, Prism Tower. Actually, that's a nice card. I'm not super upset with that. That's the best thing we've gotten in a bit. $1.33 market price. It's not about the money, but I just wish that I could get a cool card, like a chase card. It's not like because I want to sell it immediately and make money. It's just like I want something good. I don't know if that is that too much to ask for. Anywho, that was pretty much all I had for you guys today. Uh, as always, you know, I want to say thank you for everybody for coming in and hanging out with me for a little bit. Um, I always give this spiel at the end of my streams. If you guys have been in all the streams, you're probably getting tired of hearing this, but um, I'm going to go ahead and give it, and I'm going to keep giving it because it is important to me, right? For you guys to know what I'm doing here, right? So essentially, like I've said, I don't have very many friends to begin with. And of the friends that I do have, none of them really collect Pokemon or watch anime. So I created this channel because I love anime, I love trading cards, and I want to build a community where I can have people to hang out with and talk about trading cards and anime with. Why? Because I- you guys are going to be my friends. You guys are going to be the people that I have to talk about my hobbies because I don't have anybody in real life uh, to really go deep into some discussions about the hobby with, right? So it's you guys. You guys are the ones that are going to be. You guys are basically going to fill that gap for me, right? Um, Sorry to lean on you guys for emotional connection, but it is what it is. Thing is, I also know that there's a lot of people out there in the same boat. So I want to build a community where we can hang out, relax, blow off some steam. I know work and life and everything, the world, everything is just stressful, bombarding you. And during this stream, it's just a little bit of time where we can all hang out and be at peace and talk about things that are passions for us. So it's all about the community. With that being said, if you guys would be so kind and help me build this community and support me by just interacting with my content, dropping chats in the live, commenting on the live, watching my shorts, commenting on my shorts, and above all, if you guys could subscribe to the channel, that would be amazing, right? It would just be an honor for me, and it would really help me bring that dream into life of building a community where I can be passionate and discuss the things that I'm passionate about with other people of like mind. So thank you very much, guys. Anime TCG Dad signing off for today. And I hope you guys have an awesome rest of the week. and we'll see each other on Friday when it's all said and done.